What do you remember about what we're doing?
I'm healing Gus. That's
Healing
right.
Gus.
I'm healing Gus.
All right, I was making food.
You were making food.
I don't remember what I was doing.
Do you remember what's been happening?
We got attacked by giant plant. Oh, we got attacked by the.
We finished the battle.
But why were you out there in the forest?
To look for the ship thing, and then gain water, and also.
You
It was a water hull from
Port Ames.
Poor Ames.
Port Ames.
I don't like that.
Coswell Ames hired.
I like it. I made it.
I like the name. I don't like the man.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I got systems.
So Coswell Ames hired you to go and retrieve his water hauler. If you couldn't bring it back, at least figure out what happened to it. But ultimately, ideally, bring it back. That's what he really wants. Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. So you set out, making your way not so much through the thrash as through the tangle, like down a layer, and that led to some complications because
Lion's manes.
lion's manes are a thing.
Choppy flowers.
Choppy flower go. I'm a choppy flower.
Choppy flowers, and there's a big spore cloud. All kinds of complications there with stuff, and Gus got a face full of spores.
Yeah.
Some of you other guys.
I got a face full of guts while he got a face full of spores.
And you guys have been kind of patching each other up. But it is time to either, Zoe, do you want to are you just going to proceed ahead and just cut a path as normal, or are you going to try to make up a little bit of time since you guys didn't?
Roly-poly mode. Activate.
What is that?
Shake up our entire.
We're not going to actually roll it. I'm not going
We're
to.
gonna smash the tree.
We're not going to Sonic the Hedgehog through the wilds.
Yes.
But if you want to go fast, we can go fast.
That's his fastest speed.
Forge ahead. Your passage across the waves is rough but swift. The cracking of branches heralding your arrival. Keeping watch is almost a formality. You have little chance of coming within visual range of anything without being spotted yourself, and you may not have time to react if you see something, but that's just the way things are because she is rolling. The first thing you notice that something is amiss is the birds, insects, and smaller animals. You're tearing along, she's moving along really at speed, and you're seeing all these birds and insects and smaller animals and stuff like that moving at great speed.
So like panic speed or just like fast?
Like running, panic speed. Like, have you ever seen Bambi?
Yeah.
Like where all the animals are like fleeing from the forest fire?
Yeah.
Like that.
That was trauma.
Except they're not running from your ship, which it feels like they ought to be since it's a great big ship moving at really
They're
fast
probably
speed.
running behind it, like coward, like right over Keith, like stomping, like boom. Giant Titan.
Put him out in the living room, please.
All right, the birds are panicking. What do we do?
John, I need you. Where are you?
No, he's in the back rooms.
Honestly, no one's on.
Oh, I saw this parody that Laura did.
All right.
Laura tall.
Okay, so you guys, Zoe, you guys are in the tangle, which is below the thrash.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have a really clear view. And
Something smells like poop. Hurry.
Just making sure.
I'm just gonna hand out switches to you guys. Have you play a video game instead? Because okay. Sorry. Is it possible that you smell upstairs? Would you like to go on a look?
No, I don't.
Okay. Are you?
I'm trying to stay at this table.
Okay.
Except it's not easy. But
He's not up here. Okay. Can you turn on the light for me? It's getting dark. All right. So you're tearing along through the tangle, right? And you see. How did we did Orochio, but Roshi? Is that how we? Row? That's what we agreed. You see Row signaling like, hey, something's weird, kind of signal from the front deck from where she can keep watch.
Keith.
There are animals and insects and birds and stuff all kind of rushing through the trees as though they're running away from something, but they're not running away from you guys. They're running crossways. You can't really see what they're fleeing from, but it seems like they're fleeing from something off in this direction, right?
Follow them.
But you can't really see what it is because you're in the thrash, not the tangle. You're in the tangle, not the thrash, so you're not up high enough. You want to go up and see. You want to turn. You got options.
15 minutes.
Get up higher, so you get up higher up into the thrash, so you can see what they're running away from, turn with them and run with them just to stay away from whatever it is. I don't
1
know.
and 2.
Or turn the direction that they're coming from and heading that direction.
Oh.
1 and 2.
So go up and then start fleeing in the direction 3 and 4.
So go up first.
Hold on. Go up first to see what they're fleeing from. And if it's nothing too dangerous, turn towards that and run it over.
What and why? We're a roly-poly, dude.
Yeah, you're a
We
bit
are very
roll.
Roll it over then.
No, we need to run away.
A dead roly-poly. They're not very location.
We need to run away from probably a giant monster that can kill us.
So possible this evening.
Yeah, it smells like snow outside.
Smells like.
You don't do this
Yeah.
where you go outside and it smells like cow poop and you're like, yep, it's going to snow.
Oh yeah, I smelled that.
That's because when you got the kind of pressure system that means cold weather in Denver, it pulls air from the north past all of the.
So just smells like poop and you'd be like, snowstorm tonight.
Exactly. That's
It is a
exactly
very-
how that works.
Wow.
It is exactly how it works here in
That's
Denver.
exactly how that works.
It isn't how it works everywhere, but it is definitely how it works.
Denver weather is like the craziest thing.
Accurate.
Just your nose is more accurate than the weatherman. Your nose and then your
Okay.
headache. You have.
So
That one headache that like
the first thing that you see when you get up higher, actually, Maddie, I'll give you an opportunity to kind of create an advantage here for people.
Maddie advantage.
If you're going to be keeping an eye out and you're on watch, what edge do you use for that?
Question.
Look at your yes, ma'am.
Where am I keeping off from? Like Keith's head? Am I on the tree? On his back? Am I on the
Probably
hay
you're
wagon?
probably on his back.
Am I just standing?
Where's Keith? Picture.
Are you on the
Just
tree?
standing.
Because
There's probably a high spot back here on his back that you can be on.
So I'm just chilling.
I was on the tree last time that I was on watch.
Yeah. You can be on the tree. That's sure.
Tree.
Okay, so what edge are you using? A tree on the tree.
The real
Tree.
You've got edges. What's that?
Camouflage.
No, what edge?
Edge.
You've got ones marked there. Which ones makes the most sense, do you think? I can describe them for you if you're not.
We have the same edges. Tides, veils,
What
and
is
Sides is exploration, learning, and lore.
veils.
Veils is shadows, ciphers, and secrecy.
And
So you can-
sharps.
Sharps is
make
logic, wit, and planning. So that's sharps. Is,
Probably sharps.
No,
sharps. Okay. Do you have a skill like hunt or let me think. Let me see other ones here that might be good for spotting stuff. Maybe hack, hunt, outwit,
She has one on outlet.
I have one outwit. I don't have hack or hunt either.
sense.
I'm that guy.
Sense. Where's sense? I don't have any in sense either. I have nothing useful.
I have
Really useful.
hunt. I have way.
What about wave walk?
I don't know.
I have.
I'll have you roll 2 then. You're gonna roll what'd you say? Sharps plus your
Magic.
Outwit.
outwit. John,
So 2.
please interact with the dog.
That's.
You gotta go in the mouse.
You got
4 and a 5. Not as fast as
A 4 and a 5. Okay.
Not my
what's
day.
4 plus 5? 9. You got a 9 total.
The good news is that you see this enormous metal sailing ship.
Why is that good?
Is that what we're looking for?
That's what we're
Probably what you're looking for. It is. There is steam and smoke rolling off of this thing. Engines are wide open. It is churning leaves and bits of damp
Frick.
chunks of trees are flying away from its blades as it's churning its way through the trees. This is off in the distance, probably about 800 meters, something like that. Maybe even more than that. And it is half a mile, 800 meters.
I know, but that's still pretty big to be able to see it.
Oh yeah,
Like describe it from that far.
it's big. It's big.
big.
Ragged.
What?
He's a surfer. He's
How
a
does this apply to
ride.
what we're doing right now?
Tubular, dude.
What if he just like pops out of the ship?
Tubular. Tubular. Like yells at us, tubular.
And we're just like, why is
Okay.
it exploding? It's like, what?
And it's still a little bit odd that that's what it's running from. What makes it easier to find the ship, which is basically, I want you to think like an oil.
Bad news.
What's the bad news?
Yeah.
The bad news,
It's like oil tanker big.
huh?
It's
like,
It's like the size of a cargo, like a modern cargo ship.
wow. That's
That's all.
massive.
It's a big boy.
tubular and massive.
Dude, you're from Colorado.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa, that's whoa.
What's the whoa? What do you Did that
Lacking in the head area.
What are you woeing about?
A guy who has no head and has the entire galaxy as his head.
Galaxy did. Dang, I won. That sounds awesome.
You can't see anything though. You either see everything or you see nothing.
Dude, I see the universe. I think
I think that inconveniences you because you can also see in every bathroom ever, Asa.
No!
You can see through time. It's just like everything all at once.
So what your here, it'll be easier if I just show you.
Everyone's taking a dookie.
Stop this right here.
Yeah, that's their job.
Chasing the ship.
Every dookie plays.
Chasing the ship that you're trying to find. And there's also, you can see, Maddie, there's smaller ships kind of around it, like almost like
Like rescue ships? Like,
Maybe they're
escorts,
taking the that.
escorts kind of thing.
crash?
Really small ones, little one-manners. Like if a big truck was being escorted by motorcycles. Well, that kind
are
of
they
a thing.
attached to, or are they like functional?
No, they're roaming about through the
Maybe they're like escaping the thing. They're
like these little guys. You know, like, they're just like little one-seater kind of guys.
Are they also like crashed into things and like dying and dying?
The ship's not crashing into the ship is tearing through the branches because it's a giant chainsaw running through the top of the trees. It's throwing leaves and chunks and stuff like that all the way. The reason that it's going so fast and the reason these things are churning around are orbiting around this ship so frantically is because it's being chased by this.
Oh my god! It's a giant squirrel. Oh my god! So why does it see a thing? What's the thing? You rolled a 6. Look at that.
So
The table.
So the ship is big enough to be seen from a good long distance away.
And that
The squirrel is big enough to be easily seen
from like
that
10 miles or
It big.
big.
In a Leviathan.
All right, so everybody,
Leviathan beast.
Maddie is the first one to.
Guys, just go, guys, there's a giant.
I like run out there with like a camera.
Maddie's the first one to see this. So Maddie, what are your 3 Myers?
Keen fear of shakes and quakes, which already has a circle in. Explosives are unstable, and my blooms, wilts, and my vision is gone. No.
Okay, so you take a mark on one of your Myers as soon as you see
That's not good.
the squirrel.
Wow, I just see entire squirrel and click.
I want it, guys, one at a time. Give her time to talk. Which Meyer are you? Do you suddenly feel kind of like overwhelming you a little bit?
I'm gonna go explosives. Because that might be useful at a future date, and I need to see the thing to tell you where it is.
We both have explosives, Madison.
You're not near me, though. You're near yourself. I'm a tree. I just regenerate. You have explosives.
Technically, everyone regenerates. It's called healing. Have stuff blown off first.
You have explosives.
So, what is your? I mean, you see this giant squirrel. What is your emotional
have to
reaction?
do
here?
the
What's the
vision.
Meyer?
I need to see. I need to
Okay,
see
it doesn't make you completely blind. It makes you.
You have 3, Maddie.
It gives you penalties when you're dealing with stuff.
I want to fill this one in completely.
Do you have a Meyer right now?
Yes.
Yeah, I have keen fear of shakes and quakes. One of them's filled in.
Say it again.
The keen fear of shakes and quakes.
The keen fear of shakes and quakes. Okay, so what are the other
One filled
2?
in. Explosives are unstable and my vision dims. My blooms wilt. Do I have blooms?
Your vision dims.
Yeah.
Well, your leaves wilt. I would go with the vision dims thing.
I would
because
go with the
it's a fear. It's a tunnel vision thing. You shake and tremble.
You can
Maybe some of your
still be
leaves sort of like fall off. And
Like, you're gonna be like, like you'll point in the wrong direction, but we'll be like,
now, I want you to
Oh,
understand.
no, I see it.
I want you to understand. Keith is big. Keith ain't this big.
yeah, he literally like
He's got
really
the back to full health right now. No. That's his
Did you
trophy.
do you still have marks on him?
I don't know.
yes, he's dead.
Did you
I
unmark
have
anything?
one mark.
What are my marks? Where am I? Where am I?
Do you have one?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
You haven't told me
Because she
Oh,
healed it.
great.
I know.
Did you have more than one slash before?
I
Does it look like you did?
yes, it does.
Okay, so he's still got one on
I
him.
have a cat named Crackle.
Okay. So, could he fit Keith in his mouth? No. Could he take a big old bite out of Keith?
Yeah.
Yes.
So this Leviathan. So say Keith is the size of a school bus or bigger, like 3 school buses.
Yeah.
Okay, so this guy's like skyscraper big. Like the skyscraper's in Denver, not like too terribly tall. But like when you just get into Denver, it's like really tall buildings.
I would say
Denver airport's like
I would say he's
Like it's a squirrel. She's very tall. It's very tall.
I move my hand out this way because I don't want to smack the
Tall. Very tall. Tall. Tall.
Great guys.
yeah, you know what, this is easier. If I show you what page is on 262?
Hey, Maddie. So this is the post in the extension thing.
Can I see?
Who's the character here?
The entire
The shit people.
the Jawas.
No,
Here.
Jawa equivalent.
This will give you an idea.
Maddie.
There's 2.
It's the market. The market is the person.
Okay.
Jawa equivalent.
Zoe,
Oh
Yep.
my
could you
god.
focus on this thing? That guy's not there. Do you see the dude in front of him?
Oh, that's that's
So
not.
that's like that's not good. Is it size?
What's that?
No, don't say that.
Yeah, that's like Ace size.
Oh, that's like a good like 6'4". Oh,
No,
that
I'm
guy.
6'2", actually.
2.
Oh, potato, tomato. I'm
Yeah.
this size.
That's giant. Okay.
Actually, it's announced to man.
He would mock a T-Rex. Yeah.
British.
Okay, so when you see this, what mire do you mark?
Okay, so I have inkblot patterns world dizzyingly, branches break and bend beneath you, and I slip in and out of the various language I know. I'm gonna do the language one
Okay.
because that's just funny.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad.
I speak languages.
Who wants?
Just like
Yeah.
oh my god.
Putting it saying nothing good, but you don't understand anything what you're saying. What mire do you pick up?
So here's the thing. I have one.
Okay, Kaylee.
Yeah.
Holy censored.
Shh.
Here's the thing. One of them,
Amelia.
I have the opposite of vertigo and deck level queasiness. Another one, your movements are staccato, disturbing.
Just potato.
The last one is glitched because it says, Myers, your movement are staccato, disturbing.
Oh, I must have pasted stuff in wrong.
I doubt it could have fit all those fruits in the little Maya.
All right.
It did.
Yeah.
Look at mine.
Mine cut off because mine is you slipping in and out
Oh
of
yeah, it
the
doesn't.
language you.
It doesn't all fit.
Language is you.
Well, if it's
We knew what it means.
if it's very nicely, the level queasiness.
Lydia,
Yeah.
your other mire. Your movements are staccato, disturbing. Second one, magnetic forces in your surroundings are unpredictable.
Oh no.
Oh no! Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Keith probably has a bunch of metal on him, and we don't need Keith doing backflips
one did you
in the
mark?
middle of a battle.
Which one did you mark?
Mark anything. I was writing the other one down.
Okay, which one are you gonna mark?
Don't do it. Don't make Keith
I
do
think
that.
the staccato one is the safest because you just like
You like a little bug. You got bug twitches.
if you don't stick.
No. What do you do?
All right.
I know what the note is.
Symphonies and stuff.
So what do you go with when you see this thing? What is your reaction to this monstrous?
I have
whiskey?
3 and they're all bad.
Oh,
What are they?
Everyone-
First
everyone has
one.
3.
Visions of your past death are difficult to banish.
Oh my god!
Next one. The wave seem unpredictable. Oh, which is bad for Keith. Your vision dims. Your bloom's wilting.
Same, bro.
Bro. I
Probably just do vision dims because clearly it's not killing me.
yeah.
It's more about if it affects your move. Here's how it's going to work. If you have one mark on it and it affects what you're doing, the mire
What am
would
I
affect what you're doing, like affect an action that you're taking.
looking
Then it gives you a penalty, a cut.
I can't speak.
If you had to like negotiate with somebody right now, you would be taking a cut on your roll.
Okay.
You'd roll.
Even though I have 3 on sway.
Yeah, like sway them like.
Okay.
Like, they
So
pronounce the other language to the point where they can vaguely.
navigator, current steerage person.
Yeah.
Asa.
No.
No, current steerage person. You are the navigator, but current person who is currently steering Keith.
I'll write down.
That's the ship that you want to find. That's Ordnail, one of the most notorious Leviathans in this section of the world.
Squirrel.
Yeah. Yeah, we got.
The thing is, what you're not understanding is that Sean's actually jealous at this point.
Really?
The other thing to understand about Ordnail is that it's kind of hard to make out, but half of his skin is missing off. It's like half of the skull's actually exposed.
Oh, I love that.
So, here's what I propose.
I think I can.
We have a go.
The one from the Leviathan section.
We have a gun slinger,
It's
but
not
we
as
don't
easy to
have
see.
it.
How would that be hard to
Aren't you? No.
It's hard to see
Oh, no,
in the
you're
Leviathan
barred.
picture.
Never mind.
Because it's on the wrong side.
Oh, there's a character in a podcast.
I know, I'm looking for it. This
You
one.
were a gunslinger.
It's
Your
not
character
very
identity was a
easy to see,
gunslinger for the
it's
longest time.
Actually, I'm a Horizon ear.
You're a bard. You're a bard.
Horizon ear.
You're a bard.
So the character in the podcast is celebrate, and they're made up of blood.
Cap.
And then they have an NPC on the ship. That's like
Here's another picture of Ordnail.
With like a giant
I
bottle.
love that. I love that.
That's awesome.
And
Here, you can.
I want to be friends that one. That one, I want to be friends with.
Does it look friendly? Because if so, I think you're looking at the picture wrong.
Yeah, you see how badly it seems to be due to the squirrel, like
So, when
Okay.
Dad,
Steerage person, what are you
it's
doing?
not a friend. They're not friend-shaped.
he's not.
Yeah, we need to
He
leave.
is a squirrel. The girls are friend-shaped.
Getting bit by a squirrel. It hurts like heck, and you possibly have rabies. It's not good.
Squirrels are friend-shaped,
No.
not friend-mouth.
They try to bite you, and then they actually bite you.
To follow the animal.
Don't never handle. Squirrels are rats with good PR. That's it.
We need to follow the animals and
That's
like run away.
Leave.
We are leaving. We're not fighting a giant.
That's the one
Shape.
about me.
It doesn't mean we are leaving right now.
Yeah, let's do it.
Is
Leviathan. But like I
It doesn't
so it's
mean
different.
it acts like a friend.
I'd be like,
Shaped.
Okay, what's your move?
I'd wave walk like we
I
are.
get the bit you're doing. Can you please tell me what it is you're going to do with the ship initially?
Run over, please.
Please let us run away.
Please, just use keys.
Actually, can we just like stab him and then run away?
No,
really fast.
no, you're not
Roll
doing
your
that.
mode and just fall to the sink.
We're not gonna do a hit and run.
Well, okay. Because if it, well, hit and runs happen all the time.
Yeah, but it goes for me. That's Madison. And
then it doesn't kill
It's Madison. And then it'll start killing us.
No, it would hit and run. It would hit and hit and hit and.
Not run.
He hits and we run.
You know, yeah, to be really clear, if Ordnail actually attacks any of you, he doesn't. He hits. All of his attacks hit like ship weapons, which means when they hit, they just do an entire track of damage in one hit. They don't do points. They just wipe out a track.
They do.
Free hit wipes out an entire aspect.
What are our options other than leave?
Well, here's the thing. What is? See, okay. So again,
This ship is
the
dead.
ship you're trying to find is right there.
And we go and we
Being
take
engaged by Ordnail.
Violet.
You could.
Leviathan.
You could try to distract Ordnail. You could. They're apparently trying to like fight it off to get it to go away.
Wait, can we just chainsaw him? Run at him.
You could try to charge him. You don't have the most.
No, I'm saying they do though.
You don't have the most.
The ship that we're chasing. They have chainsaws. They are a chainsaw.
They are a chainsaw. They have bite. The trick is to turn the ship around far enough that they can attack with it, but they have
Want to be
weapons on it.
stupid and say, no, we're gonna. I want to be stupid.
You could sneak. You could also try to like approach it stealthily. You do have stealth at a pretty decent rating on the ship.
I'm gonna say, we're gonna stay and defend the ship and take for the lights.
No.
I talk
Okay.
Stealth.
To do that, you've got to get closer. You need to roll stealth. The ship has a stealth rating of 3. Roll 3 dice. So the ship comes up. You guys all get a clear shot. This one's like, well, clearly we're leaving, and the ship and Keith like lowers down below the thrash and then turns towards the action.
So this happens. This is like, we're like, okay, so we're gonna leave, and then I'm just like, alrighty, prepare to sing, and then we just turn, and then
There's a moment.
Okay, good job. Let's fight it.
There's a moment of comfort as you guys drop out of sight because you're like, oh, thank God they can't see us anymore. And then you turn to, you're turning the wrong way. You're turning
I'm like, let's fight it, and Amelia's just panicking.
I'm sorry, I'm going under.
We're not on time.
In scale, remember? I'm leaving. See, if I had more.
I should have asked that question.
There's no cut right now.
Yes.
There will be cut when you get closer. There's no cut right now.
Tell me no. No.
Amelia, this is what happens when we put Zoe at the captain.
You're never becoming captain again.
You are very
Should dice roll? You get 1-1-1.
You get 1-1 to murder you.
You're not gonna live to murder me.
Neither are you.
You're gonna live.
Once the dice roll,
6. So you
If it's in the constellation, getting hit by its tail doesn't actually wipe out
oh my
its.
god, so it doesn't have the dice. This
smack us.
thing has a
space for those dice.
for 2 dice.
For the dice to fit.
No, my bad.
Can I have that back?
Alrighty, 2, 4, and 5.
We're screwed.
Once the dice roll, it can
We're screwed. Yay. I'm gonna like be inside.
Yeah,
And I'm just breaking down. I'm gonna like walk like so far over
Okay,
like
you know that.
you might be sacrificing us right now.
Okay.
You said that.
Can I run away by way walking Can I not go this division? Can I escape this?
You could leap off the ship and try to wave on it.
He goes, let's go. Leave though. Let's go.
he would get.
So,
We just ride on Zoe's mouth. This is a metal.
okay, so you're moving quickly. You're moving quickly through the tangle. All right, you're moving stealthily, but you're moving below the level of the trees so that you can't be seen, and that is working. The issue here is that you're moving quickly through the branches, and
So I'm still like banned from the captain's room.
all right. What in the hell is that dog barking at?
Sean, why is the dog barking?
I don't think Sean's over there.
Oh,
Okay, so
I'm paying attention.
So the ship is going, and you're moving, but stealthy is not a problem. You're moving quickly, and that is scraping the side of the sides of the ship and the structure of the ship against a lot of heavier branches because you're down in the tangle. So you're taking a hit to your seals on the ship. Seals crack.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just letting you know. that the seals. Oh, and this thing actually already took a.
Can I turn this in the arsenal and make myself and act like this never happened?
Fix the armor on this? I think you
They
did.
can't be
Okay,
unpaid
so we're gonna assume the
anymore. You
armor's
broke
actually
the ship.
Yeah, you broke the ship on
We got nothing to pay them.
We have no money.
Once we defeat the great Leviathan, then we'll bring back the ship and get all our money.
You guys, Unity. I'm way walking out of here, bro. And guys, come on, let's go.
Okay. Heath proceeds to scramble. I'm going to say scramble through the branches of the tangle towards the conflict between the water hauler and old Ordnail.
Well, you get to choose if you die. You could just get
What are you
really,
doing?
really badly.
Good.
Oh no.
Breakdancing.
She's like, I'm gonna try to talk to somebody and like we should get out of here, but they can't understand me at all.
Oh, wait, me? I have mildly languages.
I have mildly languages. Same. I'm gonna try and talk to Zoe.
Okay. Why?
Because she's the one directing the shit.
But we are the ones with the options to jump off.
I have old. No.
You can wait, walk. She's got.
Well, I can't stay in one language for long. I know old hand, okay? And do you
You're
know?
not speaking in tongues. It's just that you can't always. The problem is that you're trying to put together sentences, and like there's always like one word in each sentence that you're like, I can't think of the word in this, and you say it in a different
Have you
language.
heard old Chinese grandmas trying to speak English? No, I don't know English. It's kind of like,
I have Sapphic, low sour, signaling, and old hand. I have knock and old hand.
or like grandmas that don't know how to speak the English.
And look,
Old hand and knock.
Crying.
I have
Old hand's gonna be really hard to
I have
say.
3 in knock and 1 in old hand. So
Why are we talking to the insane
Those
person?
two can talk. Exactly.
Why are we talking to the insane person?
insane.
Yes.
Well, it's the only way. Do you have knock? I'm going to try and communicate to her. I'm talking about her. She does a horrible idea, and we should turn around right now and leave this ship and say that we're like, we found the ship, but it was getting eaten by a Leviathan. I can't wait for this happens. Jump on
Fly in the rain.
Well, we can because he's lying to us.
Dinosaur.
Zoe, what are you? What are you doing to the character
Choking
sheet?
in my
I don't have that much. I have like choking.
What are you doing to the character sheet? Okay.
I have like grace.
I mean, normally, unless the thing is, sway or something like that's not mind control on
Yeah, I know.
on Zoe. So like you can't really try to convince her, but so you don't need to roll, but you can always just talk to her. You guys are. I'm assuming you didn't lock the door before you started turning this way, so you can just go in and start arguing with her while she's steering. But
Sure. I want to bring either me or Asa in to do the steering simply so that if she decides to take her hand off the steering wheel, we don't crash.
Yeah,
Might be a decent idea.
I am a very
She's like 7.
Well, your bugs can drive.
Have you seen bugs try to do anything?
they're very organized.
I have
Really organized, but like in 7 different spots.
No.
It's a little.
I have a rivet swarm. My rivet swarm got their
No,
I know. Metal.
no.
my rivet swarm got their
Metal
driver's
and
license.
What driver's license? This is a bug.
Dude, it's gonna be a metal
rivet swarm.
metal like this.
I
Okay,
thought you meant Keith.
so in any case, she can control metal if the steering
Emo
has-
Keith
if the
with
wheel
bats.
has metal on it.
And glowing mush.
Okay, so you guys are arguing about what you're doing. You're not planning at all. All right.
I am arguing.
Maddie, you're out on
right in the corner.
more the deck area. What are you doing?
Panicking?
Panicking?
I don't know. What?
I'm like on
How does one plan for distracting and like?
Well, this is a squirrel. We have giant.
We're just attacking.
Does anyone have giant acorns in there?
What do you have?
We're just attacking it.
Can I poison it?
I have
Get close enough.
You
Can I
can-
like
oh, yeah.
throw something? at it? Like
Okay, so what do you have for your asses? Because you have like explosives or poison or what's that?
or what do I have for what?
You have
Oh,
Stop.
jolly. I don't have any attack moves.
sure you do.
So
You've got hunt.
probably could have checked.
Oh my god.
I don't. I'm not gonna
I do
kill
not
someone.
have hunt.
What do you?
She does not have.
What do
She's
you
got
use?
Delve, Flourish, Rattle, Scavenge.
Flourish.
Sense and
You
hunt.
used flourish for you used flourish for rivet swarm last time.
Hunt.
You can use
Tiny pieces of metal, Dad. They're not gonna do.
You have hunt.
To a local item.
You have hunt or hack. I don't.
I don't have either.
Row has.
That was your turn.
Okay. Shh. Let's just quickly
I
go
don't
over
have
this.
any of the H's.
You got.
First of all, your skin is poisonous, so if it eats you, it's probably gonna have a sore throat. So you got that going.
But that's a sore throat. It's like throat.
Okay, but like intense. Intense strength. 'cause I
Shh.
Like pharmacology medicine.
Hush. All right. Explosive vials. You don't have an endless supply, but they are potent and disorienting. You can mark this track to deal long-range blast damage, salt damage, acid damage, or toxin damage to multiple nearby foes. He is sort of multiple nearby foes all at once by himself. Yes.
Did I make her a potion that can make this guy drunk so he's easier to hit?
You could
Yeah, this dude.
you could feed him the pangapod.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Pangapod.
Because
No, I'm joking. You could
Really cute.
you could rush below decks while you're trying to close in on this thing and try to come up with something that would
An idea.
like stun him.
In a room. Quiet.
yeah. Hello.
hold on,
Hi.
like-
Question.
Just no. We're gonna go one at a time.
Like,
I know what you're doing. You're steering the ship towards imminent crunchy death.
like, disorient him brain-wise, or like physically stun him.
Either your option.
Stun him, man.
Explosive boomies could be like sort of like a shock, like a stun grenade type of thing, or you could go cloud of misty goop.
Does Zoe's metal bits still have tiny bits of electricity buzzing within them because you got hit by lightning? Or like
Probably not. But
with the small chance that she does, could I go below?
turns. You're not up.
Could I go below decks? Use that, create some sort of taser potion, throw it at the squirrel, like a really big one. Throw it at the squirrel. Something happens to him, and then we go from there.
You could go with you could certainly try to figure out some kind of stun grenade type thing.
Can I use your sacred shrapnel?
Doesn't your ship have a gun on it?
I need your sacred
Wait,
grenade.
doesn't your ship have a
ceremonial dynamite.
guys? Really critical. Doesn't your ship have a gun on it?
Does it?
Does it?
I don't know, Dad. We don't have the ship sheet.
Fittings, salvaging, grappling crane, tethered kite, self-rooting trees.
You weren't really supposed to be fighting
anchor
sports. That was not the
system.
purpose of this.
I thought you had a gun on here. Maybe not.
I don't think
I think we
do.
debated it and we went, let's go for the bats instead. So we did.
Yeah, I think we said
Options were cats, gun, or bats.
we went for the bats.
We went for the bats.
We wanted emo key.
golf key.
Golf key. Golf key. Golf key. Scratch.
Emo.
That guy
He don't
looks-
got eyeliner.
You doing good?
Dude's got his water shot. No, that's a grenade.
Wait a minute.
If you have a point left, you could
Grenade
have a
flare.
gun.
Could we buy a gun right now? Could we possibly get
I'm
a
not
gun?
sure if any of them are only one stage.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, there we go. Winch claws, short range grappling claws.
Just like a really weak gun. That's pretty much all I need. I just need it. I need a
Dad,
shot.
imagine you're just driving and it's like completely normal, and in the middle of it's driving, it's just like so many.
What? You just like run into the side because traffic, and then suddenly you just like pull the gun out, start shooting the gun.
You want some tea, bro? I'm a cactus.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you. You got 1 point, and there is one thing you could spend on this. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, you could. Basically, the only thing that you could put on here for 1 point is something that you could ram people with.
Yes.
Is it like a blade, like a spear, or like a big club type of thing? Alternately, instead of ramming them, you could have had cannons mounted all along the side of Keith, but to use them, Keith has got to literally pull up alongside because they only point sideways. They like point out the side. But you could basically lower like a ramming prow on the front of Keith's head and just have him run. Wait, are we going spear then? Spearing prow, or
Like,
is it blunt damage, strike damage, or cutting damage?
put a spear on there and then configure some sort of syringe thing so that possibly we could stab it and then like really fast trigger something that puts something inside of the.
That you're going to need to
Because
work
that
on.
would do something.
That would you'd need to work on. All right, you can do a stunning thing.
Go to the restroom real quick.
Yeah, sure.
I don't want. I don't want to fight this.
You don't want. There's most of the things in here you don't want to fight.
I'm fighting with Zoe in 17 different languages. And then we also have lines made, and then we have.
No, there's nothing in here that goes, I want to hug that. There's like literally nothing in here.
Okay, maybe a pangapon.
Maybe
Pangapon might be
they hug your
so
parents.
You want to hug that? That's cute.
No, that guy looks like he's not a very good hugger.
Okay,
Ghost? What is
so you had your hand up multiple times. What?
So, where is this squirrel's breathing tube?
everywhere?
Where is it located?
Mouth.
In a place where if I cut it off, it will lose circulation
there.
or not circulation
steering.
and die.
No, you have to.
It's a throat. They call that the throat.
Yeah, but I was just wondering since
You want to put it like right under the
Special.
ears, probably. Like right there.
Sorry, what?
I was wondering since it was like special and like not special thing. Like where would it be located? But if it's just located in
It's a squirrel. It's located where a squirrel would have it.
oh, okay.
Why? This is what Toby said from school.
Okay.
Hi, baby.
Oof.
Neck breaking head flip.
Yo, bro. So.
Okay.
Yo, bro.
Are you lowering the ramming prow?
So.
Learn what?
The thing that it isn't usually in place, but you're basically lower this thing that makes it look like a rhino beetle. It makes Keith look like a rhino beetle.
Are we making Keith a rhino?
Hold on.
No,
What did I miss?
like the big thing on the front can be lowered down to like give him a ramming thing. Basically, makes Keith look like a rhino beetle.
No.
You guys know what I mean when I say rhino? Okay.
Look at that.
All right.
Delete.
All right. So you're arguing with her. She's busy, like lowering the crank that brings the thing down, and they're like, "Why are you lowering the ramming thing? Why are you lowering the ramming thing? We're not ramming. Why are you lowering the ramming thing?"
Zoe.
Hey, could you take over the steering real quick?
I gotta crank this faster so we can hit him harder.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Take
Wait, one
care
second.
of the steering, please. And then I just scooch over a little bit towards the thing and I just aha! Perfect. My goal here is to how sharp is this?
1 second.
How many minutes? It's a
Sharp enough to
spear.
like go through the whole of the ship.
Resend it.
All right. So my goal here is to angle it
You have to
well
click
enough
on it and
and
zoom
hit
in.
him at the right time.
Word?
You made a grave mistake.
Should be this one.
And I'm just like one hand down, one hand just stays on course, and then the other is just like twisting. My goal here is to.
Amelia, can you just sprout more hands from your bug thing?
No,
Can you like
that's
through the
not.
skin?
She's not a bug thing.
Stop it. Her.
Right now.
So my.
I'm like trying my hardest to turn us around.
God, child, we're not turning around. Exactly. So I'm just like trying to line it up. My goal here is to hit him at the right time and the right angle. So the red thing pierces directly through his throat. I want
That's a good photo.
to kill squirrel.
Not for the sake of this conversation.
I want to kill the squirrel by ramming our ramming thing through his breathing
Random
hole.
image.
Hey,
Question.
on.
With this.
Question. Can I come up here with some sort of potion solution thing? And we put a ramming spear thing.
I was about to say that.
Sure.
So yeah.
Potion to too that you can throw at him to like stun him.
Oh yeah, that's what I was making. I was going to put it in his nervous system.
You're saying.
How about Zoe in the captain's room ever again?
I'm not worried from this
Lisa.
squirrel.
What are you doing?
I'm on my phone. I mean,
In the game.
no, don't.
No. I want to kill her.
I'm blind.
No, you're not blind. Your vision dims because of the fear.
I'm blind in my left eye. No, I'm blind. No, I'm deaf in my left eye. I'm deaf.
Deaf in your left eye. Okay.
Left ear.
No, that would make sense.
That would make sense, Zoe.
Oh.
You don't like sense. I don't know.
I'm being able to
I'm like getting ready. Like, okay, if we actually get like right up to this thing, I'm gonna wave walk out of here.
If you're actually what now?
Like, if we actually get like really close to it and it's about to like take the teeth out,
Take the key out.
like take one of you out, I'm like gonna like wave walk
How
out.
fast can you run?
Level 3 on wave walk.
I know. How fast can you
Lead
run?
with Gus. Lead with Gus.
Wave walk?
Lead
Gus.
with Gus. Can Gus go that fast?
Actually, Gus is slowly. Gus is in my office just suffering.
Yeah, he is. Sorry.
I'm not quite suffering. The
Yeah.
main thing.
I'm on one of the days, like, looking around, like, where's the nearest, like, the best route back to Ames?
How can I get out of here?
Yeah, like, easily, if we actually go, like,
Could you
right up
run
to
and
this
like
thing.
warn them that we're being mauled by a giant squirrel?
Yeah,
There we
I could go to Port Ames and I'll be like, yeah, my ship is dying to a giant squirrel.
Hell.
Yeah, I can go, like, scream for help.
You're being held hostage and we're
Like
being
backup, please. Requesting backup.
Yeah.
you're not getting help.
Help me, put her hands behind her back.
Vaguely suspicious.
Are you?
going to.
I need you to give me a kind of a brew thing here to get together your
Make your fingers
skills.
of the world.
Annie is looking for a way off this crazy ride.
Yeah.
Ro, I need you to give me a concoct roll plus your sharps. I'm gonna say sharps.
Yeah,
Sharps and concoct is 3. What is your?
Can I use the snakes?
it's a sandworm.
Any chance that I can get away from her grasp and turn the ship?
Sand.
I mean, you guys are gonna have to do a post roll here while you're fighting with this.
No, it's a sandworm from Dune.
watched him.
I'll have you roll 4.
Touchdown.
4. Me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you roll 4.
Wow. Hope you don't screw this up.
Hopefully we don't screw this up.
Yeah, it's 6, 6, 6, 6.
You know that's okay.
I know, but like, at least 5, 4,
Okay,
6.
so
2,
1 and a 6.
1 and 6. And then she has
You don't have to roll it that big.
And a 6 and a 6.
3 6s and a 1.
Wow.
You are really close, Asa.
Oh my god.
Really close.
I'm gonna get out of here, dude.
Okay, so
Give me that speed potion. I'm
Guys.
now, dude.
all right. So first of all, that's a triumph. Awesome. Secondly, there's a twist.
Because it's
There's always a twist.
No, this is a good thing.
Twist is good because there's the doubles meaning a twist. And twists are good.
about triple. Does triple do
Didn't
anything?
you get a triple?
Yeah, she got a
yeah.
triple 6.
6, and 1.
Don't say 6, 6, 6. Oh, dang it. I just said.
Dummy.
You could get a twist from. You could get a whisper.
Can I get a whisper?
Can I say a whisper? No, don't. No.
Please don't.
You're
Don't
busy
waste
with this.
You're
What
on
if I just shout a whisper?
No, don't shout it.
What? Oh,
We
God.
could die.
I think you shout, "Hey, whisper," and then just go back to doing whatever you do.
Death from above?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly what we need. This is exactly what we need from this scenario.
I'm not getting fly. He's the only bird.
Going.
He comes out and
Birds exist. There are probably birds. If the squirrel's this big, there's a bird that's bigger. There's
Don't
always a big
shout
bird.
it. Say it normally. Because
You
if
just
we
kind of look like a role play. You
if
could
we
have
shout
you
it,
could have him like
There's always a bigger bird.
could I say a whisper?
Obi-Wan Kenobi from Star Wars.
there shout.
if you shout that, we could die too,
I mean, we
or like something trouble.
I would just be like,
I would like to
Okay,
say
death
not
from
whisper.
above, probably. The comforting dark.
Wait,
Comforting dark is
Oh, I know how you could use comfort. Oh, I know how you could use comforting dark.
You can use comforting dark after he's been attacked to get him to let go. You know, I actually don't want to do a fight right now. I want to retreat to the comforting dark. You could get him to
Maddie, what if we attack and then I say the comforting dark?
retreat to the comforting dark.
Yeah.
What if
Comforting
Why are you asking me? I'm downstairs.
Oh, so good. And while we hit him,
If I come back, I can say back from beyond. If you guys are dead,
it's because I have the void
Sure.
of the Wildsea and you can't come back up.
that's all. Just get.
He can absolutely.
I have an extra plan. If I come back,
Ordnail literally sweats President. He isn't going to be
if I come back, you
worried
guys
about
are dead. I
Ordnail.
already. Even if I don't whisper,
Take him a while to get back up, isn't it?
guys.
We would probably have time to grab a ship and go.
You could
When I come
basically
back with
convince him
truth-
that leaving is the best idea.
If you guys are like
you
almost
do it
dead,
over time.
I can say back from beyond as a whisper.
You need to give him a reason to think it's not great to be around here, and that
Resurrection.
probably means who's got death from above?
Oh, I know.
I am back from
He's
beyond.
got back from beyond. If we die, that's our thing.
I have the power.
Well, we get Maddie.
Oh, you want like a necromancer spell, like to summon like zombies.
Maddie.
No?
I know we can voluntarily die. I'm thinking in the terms of we are actually these
Don't do
characters.
that.
Okay, so
Suicide.
you rolled the double sixes, and Maddie, did you want to whisper? Do you want? Do you want to keep some? You want to keep this stuff as like get enough to have like an extra dose?
Consulting with you guys.
Extra dough.
Extra dose or get a
what?
possibly useful whisper.
Whisper.
That might be better than death from above or comforting dark.
Whisper.
Whisper or double dose?
Whisper. We vote whisper.
All right.
Because you can always make more.
I mean, not really. I've got limited numbers. I can like double the.
You can throw back.
I can like double the potency of half a dose and just split it if I need to.
Yeah. Basically, I'd let you write down like knockout grenade, kind of stun grenade. That's what I'd have you write down in your like assets or something. In your-
He chose Whipper.
Flashbang.
Whisper?
Whisper.
An ancient foe.
Ancient.
Possibly uses
Don't write it with your pen. Yes, an ancient foe.
what we're fighting. Whisper.
Oh, you only have that one?
Yeah.
I have
two.
I have 3.
What?
Yeah.
I only got one.
Alright, this is Silent Echoes and Back from Beyond.
branches.
So I have Resurrection and
I've got an ancient foe.
I have Resurrection.
Not, it's only how you use it. It may not be resurrection. Okay, so you need to roll.
Every enemy all.
Who's rolling the attack?
Ambient sounds.
So you guys are doing this argument, it's like, no, listen, we'll do it, and then you do the thing, and you're like, and it's like, actually, that doesn't sound like an incredibly terrible plan right now.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm gonna go back to support
He's
aid.
like trying to like get him at least slightly damaged.
And then I can whisper. And then
all
I
right.
can
Do you have an attack?
shout or say. Shout or say. That's our.
Say you want to say if you're starting with death from above, you want to say that.
All your whispers all at once. Are they reusable?
No, once they get they're gone.
Are you the one? Okay.
The first one is to boost the attack with death from above.
Boost the attack or send him.
Send him giant flying chickens from space.
Send him down.
Space chickens.
Send
Well,
him down.
okay, then that's waiting after the attack. Okay, listen.
Comforting dark or
Sky
death from
vision.
above.
Comforting dark.
Company does, but that waits until after the attack. Okay, so wait.
That's a lot of dice.
I know.
As soon as we
I
get
don't know why you're rolling. Why are you rolling?
I wanted to see what it would look like if I rolled down my
as soon
dice.
as I head, like, as soon as I get close to Squirrel, I'm gonna go to, like, I'm gonna wave walk to Portland and ask for, like, help.
You realize that's like
Send backup.
that would take like 3 days to go back.
It would?
He can yeah.
You guys have been traveling for a while.
Yeah, we've been traveling for like 2 days.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so Asa, knowing, because he's the Mac guy here, he's like Siri, but in real life.
I can, like, find short.
He can, like, no, like, don't go back to Port Ames. Find the nearest settlement and be like, okay, guys, we're being attacked by
A Leviathan.
with your like
But
locate.
Port Ames is the nearest settlement.
It is. Oh,
Yeah.
no. Any ships like besides?
I mean, other than the one that you're trying to save from this.
So here's the thing, Maddie.
look for another
There's a
ship.
flaw. There's a slight flaw in your plan.
Sure.
No one will leave.
one of my plans.
No, Maddie. No one will leave their comfy little homes to go help you find.
Oh my god.
Go help. No.
Okay.
Just
Dude,
do
he's a
it.
6'2" tree.
Lydia.
Oh, Goliath.
Lydia.
Like, oh, yes.
Lydia.
Fighting them.
I need you. Please put the dice down. Put them. No, thank you. I need you to do the attack roll for the ship. What are you going to use for your edge?
They were a ragged, sorry looking.
Teeth.
Oh, the wild sailors.
Teeth.
Beards.
Teeth.
You're reading. Oh,
Did you do shirk the skin at some point, or did you just mark shirk the skin with damage?
I marked it for damage.
Right. So I've got right now that you've got 2 on shirk the skin and 2 on Skybridge step.
Dude, look at this turtle.
I got 2 on Shark the Skin, and
Is that a turtle?
I already took 2 on Skybridge Step. I
Okay.
think Maddie healed them.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's a turtle.
That was
Cool.
me. Probably.
Cool. All right. All right. So you can use which edge are you going to use for this?
Teeth. I've said it like 5 times.
Okay, teeth, and then if you're doing flourish, which is the only thing that really makes much sense that you actually have, or yeah, flourish, then you need to do this fancy.
Queen beneath.
And if you're going to do,
Weirdly sensitive.
you could try to convince Maddie to use, or not Maddie,
Thousand like
get Pudding to use 2 different whispers and use death from above, so you could have him like coming leaping out of the tree cover at
I
Ordnail.
want to use
People, what?
He's a novel, actually. He goes, yeah, that stab.
Oh my god, stabbing unicorn cheek.
Okay, should I?
Both
If
gone.
you used to, maybe you could, maybe you can trade her a whisper for a whisper.
Maybe
Oh,
I
yeah.
what?
Do you want to trade her a whisper for her using 2 whispers up?
Wait, would the floating
Anyway, he's a
fortress
goth
work?
unicorn hoodie.
Floating fortress? You have floating fortress as a whisper? Where did you get that? What idiot gave you floating fortress? Oh, it was me.
Oh, dang, you did.
Okay, so yeah, you can use floating fortress. He's big, and that's kind of cool.
I think you might
What does floating fortress do for us, though?
Build a castle on top of it.
He'd leap out of the forest. He once was a ship, and now he's a floating fortress. Ah!
What you get from that is just the accent.
I want to do that. I want to do that.
That's all you get.
Okay.
That from above.
Death from above works too, but floating fortress also works
Death
because
from
he's
above?
literally floating through the air and coming down on
Okay,
Ordnail.
floating fortress might make sense better at some other time because we are technically studying things and taking on favors.
Yeah.
So don't put all your eggs in one basket for it.
What is that?
Okay, so
And I'm like,
are you,
would death from above be more useful?
Yeah,
you know?
it makes sense to use death from
Like,
above.
okay.
This is like
If you're good with burning it, then go ahead. You'll get other whispers.
do it?
I love giving out whispers.
Should I do it? I'm just gonna use one, I think. Which one?
Well, you need to. Okay, so here the plan would be use death from above to make the thing hit harder, and then once he's been like, "Ow, that hurt," you go the other one, the shadow one, to get him to flee because he does not need to leave. The hardest you can hit him is not going to take him out.
Okay, so should
Not in
I
one shot.
say both of those?
Not all at once. It's 2 different places. As the attack is happening, you're like, death from above! And then as soon as he gets hit,
Okay,
you're
yell
like,
it.
flee to darkness! Or
you're like projecting.
Yeah,
Wait,
let
do you have a poem for death from above?
Cheers the kingdom, like a full audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're saying it, but you're projecting.
Yeah.
Do you have a poem for death from above?
No, I don't. I didn't. I rattled
Okay, okay, so
Like, then do my potions come into play here?
Yes.
Or do
Oh,
I
yes.
save
That'll give you an advantage.
yet.
All right. So
Use both of them at the same
listen. You're doing.
I do.
You do 1 for your thing. You do 2 for flourish. You get another dice for death.
Do that again, please.
You
Say
do
it.
1 for teeth. 2 for flourish.
So that's 3.
Another dice for Maddie's poison coating. Or are you gonna like wait for him to hit and then throw it as a stun grenade?
Do I have?
Do the first one. Do the first one. Do the first one.
Am I going to? Okay, so
You don't have to roll in either case. It's just however you want to do it.
Just like coat.
when I coat the spear
Yes. Yes.
How would I do that? It's giant.
I can fight.
It's
Like
what?
open the cabinet.
I'm second guessing myself.
That's not. Have you ever tried pouring something on
I've
a
hacked
metal
it.
thing and it's not working?
And that's
It just slides off.
Yep.
one hack 200.
He is Ordnail's toughest.
All right, I'll soak it so that
Can I
fab works better. It impacts like the blood, which goes to his nervous system, which stuns him for. You've got about like 30 seconds.
Cut
to do
him.
that.
So one for
That
teeth,
is like pro.
1 for teeth, 2 for flourish, 1 for
Death.
Poison coating.
anything else? Death from above.
No, Death from Above is going to make it, if you hit, it will do an extra box of damage.
Do I say it while it's happening or after?
Like in the lead, like Death from Above! And you add extra power.
Okay, let's do this.
Let's do this.
Imagine I get like, imagine if I get like snake eyes.
Once again, look at that. It's Mario. That is
Maddie,
awesome.
if I get snake eyes, I'm just gonna like completely miss him and just like throw it into the deep dark.
Okay.
We would just go harder down.
Let's see it.
You just
Wait,
go like
we're on
way
four?
farther down.
Yeah.
Cut a one. Mire from him, literally him. You're terrified of fighting the thing that caused you mire.
Movements are staccato.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
you
you're jerky
accidentally
and weird, and you're not
right.
controlling the wheel. When you get so I'm going to tell you a quick story. Everyone, shh. I used to play this game all the time online. That was, it's called EVE Online, where you're fighting with spaceships. The deal is, the thing that really makes this one kind of suck is you're all playing against other people. But if your ship gets blown up, it literally gets blown up. You have to like go build another one. Like it. So everything matters. It really sucks if you lose your stuff because you've got to go and build it again. And that meant that when the fights were going, my adrenaline, I would get such a dump of adrenaline into my system because it was like, oh, here we go. Because it felt like a real fight because I was potentially going to lose whatever I was flying it today. The deal was never undock with anything you weren't prepared to have blown up because you would probably lose it.
Yeah.
If the fight didn't start right away, it was actually hard for me to control the controls for the thing because my hands were shaking so hard from the adrenaline dump and I wasn't doing anything from it that I would have trouble moving the mouse and doing the keys on the keyboard because my hands were shaking so bad.
Like you right now.
Yes. You're basically like, it's actually hard to control your limbs because they're shaking from the adrenaline dump so bad that you're like, ah. Anyway, so cut a one.
Because
Rolling 4, cutting 1.
press the dice roll.
You're gonna do what?
You're gonna roll it in the thing?
Yeah.
No, you're gonna roll over here where we can all see. Because that's what we do.
It's a
No, Zoe, put it up on the table.
To be a secret.
Zoe, put it up on the
I
table.
want it to be a secret.
Roll it
Someone
on the
does that and they're
table.
rolling something that can be easily changed with one click.
Okay.
Nobody trusts you.
Yeah, it isn't about trust. It's about doing, everybody rolls where everybody can see because that's what we do.
Yeah.
Sweetie, if bad things happen, it's all good story. If good things happen, it's all good story. It isn't about win or lose. It's about what's the cool thing that happens next. And honestly, this is more about evading. Here's the thing. You are going to hit him. You are going to do damage. Are you going to avoid the consequences? That's what the roll is for.
What if I roll all ones and then I just like completely miss him?
No, you're not going to miss him. I guarantee you're not going to miss.
You're gonna get him out of the way.
You guys are good at this. It's a ship. He's huge. It's like trying to miss the ground. You're going to hit it, okay? I'm telling you, it isn't about, listen, this isn't D&D where you can roll and miss. You're going to hit. You're rolling to see how much bad happens to you,
Oh no.
okay? So roll well and less bad stuff happens to you.
Oh, too bad. We need those numbers.
Low them. How many?
I rolled dice
Low on your dice. It gives good luck. Yeah, good job.
If you just screwed us, that's a 9.
That's a 1493.
There's no such thing as a 9. 1, 4, 6.
1, 4, 6.
1, 4,
Mildly
Cut
screwed.
1.
Very screwed now. Okay.
1, 4, 3.
1, 4, 3. 4 is still a mixed success.
4.
Oh.
Mildly screwed.
My screwed
That's
me
the
out.
stress of the conflict. All right, so you hit. The trick is avoiding damage back from Ordnail. and that's not going to go great. Is this the kind of thing? Okay, so here's guys. Your ship has stats: armor, speed, which has not ever been great, stealth, which is okay, tilt, which is its ability to control and stay like basically level in uneven circumstances, essentially because Keith has a bunch of legs. Where do you think the damage happens to the ship as this thing, if you crash into Ordnail and he's like thrashing around?
His face, because he's like in.
Well, I know physically, but like armor,
What about mentally?
stealth. Saw, if you damage Saw, basically the ramming thing would just get ripped right off.
Did he get mentally damaged?
No, he doesn't take
cause
my.
emotional.
The ship could not take heat. Okay, so if you did, for instance, Saws,
We're emotional about it.
Behold its beauty.
guys, like if you did damage to Saws because the main attack is that ramming thing, and there's only one track left, it would basically rip the ramming prop
He
right.
would consume the stop.
Well, it would stick into him and then rip loose and it'd still be stuck in him, but it wouldn't be on the ship anymore.
How powerful are you that it needs to throw homebrewed wild lion's
Sean,
mane
we have a
and
giant.
then old Ordnail at you?
Homebrewed what?
Homebrewed lion's veins and then old.
They're not homebrewed. That's one of the variant options right in the book.
Huh?
Adding the
I just.
pollen cloud is one of the variants on the dude.
I don't know that.
It's yeah. Anyway, so I'm just gonna go with this. All right. So you death from above, and it sticks in, and you're like, yeah, and then he jerks, and you're like, crap, because you're stuck into it.
Oh yeah.
And he's jerking around, and the front end of Keith, where this thing is like strapped onto him, is stuck into him, and he's jerking around, and that's jerking. So basically, it's like having like a terrier latched onto the side of a lion's neck. And
Not good.
Lion's not happy. Lion definitely got bit. Also, Lion a lot bigger than the puppy, and the lion's jerking around. The puppy's like, what? What? So this is not a fun time, and you guys are like
So we're getting like thrown to side.
hurling back and back. Eventually, and it doesn't take more. It's a couple of these little jerks back and forth, and I mean, Keith is big. The spear is not big, so something snaps. Some ropes come loose, and that thing tears away from Keith where it was like strapped on, and you guys kind of go. Keith goes flying and lands in some branches.
Main question is Keith okay?
Can I wave
Keith,
onto the thing and start like jabbing it?
you can give me a roll of what do you have for edges?
I have for edges. I have ties, veils, and grace.
Tides, veils, and grace. You would roll grace plus wave walk. Cut of 1.
No, they're just 3.
No, you roll.
Two.
So roll tides. What's tides is 1. What's your grace? What's your wave walk?
Oh, it's 3.
So you roll 4 dice, but you take the best roll that you get and you
Okay.
remove it after you roll it.
Yes.
That's what cut means.
I'll move this. I'll do it.
And I'm going to mark that you got your saws marked. They took damage. Now, listen. Normally, if something like this were to hit you, if the spear thing were to hit you guys, it would wipe out an entire track.
Okay.
On Ordnail, it does 1.
Okay.
But with death from above, it does 2.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Double damage.
How many points does he have?
To get him to go away, to get him to run away,
I have.
8.
Oh god.
Unless you use the whisper, which you might just get him, he might just decide to leave.
So should I erase stuff from above? Now
Yes,
I roll.
erase that from above. And if you use the retreat thing,
I have to cross my eyes.
I rolled it with you because I was curious to see what would happen.
Another whisper? Should we use another whisper?
I thought the same thing.
he's doing his thing. I tell you what, do you have hunt?
I do. I have 2. On her.
That's what.
Why don't you roll to see if there's something that you can by yourself do to Ordnail?
My original wave walk thing is 5, 5, 4, 6.
5, 5, 4, 6. So you take one of the 5s off. It would just be 5, 4, 6.
No.
Oh, sorry, 6. Sorry, you take off 6 and do 5, 5, 4, which is okay. It's a mixed success, but you get a twist, so you might pick something up. If you want to do that and leap out into the trees and then figure out what you can do then, that's fine.
I'm gonna write this down.
Okay.
5,
Okay.
4, and then
Do you have hunt?
I have 2 on hunt.
And do you have tides?
I do. So
Okay, so roll 3. And again, you're cutting 1 because again, this is like panic time.
oh, that's right. 2 and 1.
It's-
I have 5.
Okay, but you got to
No,
twist from the
oh,
you got to
minus the 4.
twist from the first one.
Let's do the first one. 5, 5, 4.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. 5 you leap out. So just as Keith is about ready to get chucked away, you drop off onto one of the nearby branches it's right next to Ordnail. And you drop down. And the stench here is the stench of animal and musk, but also the stench of crezerin, like really, really intense crezerin. You can see crezerin literally running down through Ordnail's fur.
So
He
he
is
smells like my knee pads.
he sweats crezerin. Okay, he is constantly oozing one of the most toxic substances on the planet.
So I can't like fully jump. I have to
I'm
I have chakram, so I can like get close and like.
So
Are people supposed to be picked up?
I'm getting picked up at 5 because I'm going
in
straight
about
to the airport.
10
Here.
minutes. Okay, so
Going to the airport?
I'm going straight to the airport after this. We're going to space.
for like the Thanksgiving weekend or week rather.
Just like
I'm not getting my Lula trapped in time for the rest of forever.
You're not getting who?
My Lula.
My Lula?
Okay. My family. My dad's half the family Filipino. If that helps you in any way.
Her grandmother, Zoe. Her grandmother.
My grandpa.
Okay,
Sorry, you said it really fast and I didn't even feel it. So I just heard, I'm not getting my
okay. So here we go. Are you ready? You leaped off and you're like, now. And then you look at the thing and you did get a twist on the first one.
I did. I got a 5, 5.
All right. You want to whisper?
Sure.
You look at this thing, this vast, fuzzy skyscraper of destruction and Brezerin tainted woe.
Whoa! Big
And you realize, and then you see the wound. This spear thing that's mounted on the front of the ship is 20 or 30 feet long.
Oh,
It's metal. It's got a metal tip on it. It's been coated in poisons and stuff.
and a whisper has been added.
And a whisper was added to it. And it is sank about a third of its length into its neck. And it looks like it got a bad sliver. And you look upon this thing and realize that any weapon that you could wield in hand, there's no possible way you could do damage to this thing. It is absolutely overwhelming. This thing isn't a creature. It's more than a force of nature. It is inevitable ruin.
My idea. We have to get out of here.
So that's the whisper I'm going to give you. The whisper is the inevitable ruin.
Oh God, that is.
That's your whisper. Write it down. The inevitable ruin.
Not good for whoever crosses us.
Yeah.
For us.
Not good for us right now.
I mean, maybe.
So now you have.
Ruin just
Wait, I'm on the wrong
stab you
page.
from 7
So,
different directions with the
Zoe, you didn't use floating fortress, did you?
Nope.
Okay. We're gonna go over to Andy and we're gonna add
What should I do?
the inevitable. Wait, I'm not done with you yet. Inevitable. Okay, that's just from jumping off of the thing and looking at it and figuring it out. You picked up the whisper from rolling the doubles, but now you're rolling the, like, trying to figure out what you can do, and you realize that what you can do is nothing. And also you rolled a mixed success in the previous. So 2 things are going to happen. One, you're going to pick up another mire, another point of mire. You can pick it up in the same place, or you can pick it up in on a different place. The look on his face.
It's a no.
Not a happy look.
I don't want to see
I'm gonna bring up
his death.
I'm gonna bring a paper swirl with the
Oh my god, my death. If you do the death thing, you're just screwed. You just, oh my god, trauma. But oh my god, there's the Leviathan in front of me. Damn, no more. And I'm seeing more death in front of me.
of a squirrel.
That's not good. Death X next. Keith also is like dying right now, so I have horrible, like trees that
Visions
like.
of your past death or
Yeah.
difficult. Okay, mark the visions of the past death. What is the okay?
No.
Guys, we got a very limited amount of time. I don't want to hear this. What was your past death?
I don't know.
What's the vision that we see of your past death?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Was it Ordnail again the last time?
What if you have
What if you do that
and you're
and you like see the thing? You're like, oh, that's how I killed it, and then died from my injuries afterward. So then you just do it again, and then you don't die.
and then you just get really, really mad at him, and then you just like
Hang on, I want to hear it.
I don't know.
Or was it a different
It
Leviathan?
was some. It was yeah. It was.
You
probably-
faced some other like overwhelming creature and like that tore your ship
I went
apart.
in battle and I was like,
your friends died before you.
and I see like them like dying, and I'm like, no, I can't live this life.
So yeah,
Tomorrow I'm gonna.
Sean, Kaylee's brother's first character they made up was an anchored, like same thing.
Yeah.
He was an anchored ironbound, so he was the
Why did you say Caitlin's brother?
sorry, Zoe's brother. So he was an ironbound, so he's chunks of the ship that got destroyed, and he's an anchored, but he's not an anchored of one spirit. He's an anchored of the 4 crew members all at once. Are all
That's so sad.
And sometimes you're like trying to get clean, and the person's like, remember this mistake I made, and then they're just all pitching
yeah,
in.
they all
Like,
pile in. All right, so
I want
you see the thing, and you're like, there's no way. This thing cannot be beaten. This is it's just like last time, and you're like, and then you remember last time, and you're standing there. Now, the good news is Ordnail doesn't attack you.
Like if you're like you guys screaming like.
Ordnail does not specifically attack you. It's not like he bites you. He doesn't claw you. He doesn't do any of that stuff.
Like looks at me. Like,
You do catch
bombastic side.
the squirrel's tail whips past the branch that you're standing on. That does 3 points of damage to some aspect over here as it smashes into you. So the tail does 3.
Please don't do that.
Um,
I'm asking your responsibility.
Tar skull
Yeah, I'm thinking
tattoos.
Tarskull.
Or does your faithful spirit take go leap on your face and because it's a cat, right? If it leaps and gets you to flinch out of the way, so you dive out of the way, but the spirit gets smacked, you could do that.
My tattoos. I don't want the tattoo.
Okay, so just put 3 slashes through the tattoos as you get smacked and then bounced off the tree, bounced off of the.
tattoos. Your tattoos just.
So you're sitting there just devoid of hope, and then you get smacked by the tail on top of it. It didn't attack you. You're just getting. It's like catching the back end of a whale tail as it gets by. All right, so the ship goes flying. Right, the ship goes flying. It's okay. The ship goes flying. Guys, listen. The ship goes flying, lands, crashes. You see that Anthony had jumped off, and he's there. But then he's just frozen, and then the squirrel's tail hits him as the squirrel turns and is and now is the time you drop the whisper. This is your only chance to get because you realize that you've attracted the squirrel's attention.
Okay, so this is our only hope.
Is maybe doing this now.
Okay.
So what's the name of what is the whisper again?
The comforting dark.
The comforting dark.
I'm on a tree I'm not doing it.
If you don't, and if you do, don't tell everybody. Just tell her.
You could just say retreat to the comforting dark. The question is, my question for you is, do you say it or do you shout it?
People, I need your opinions. Do I say
If you shout it, it might absorb him faster and take him longer to claw his way back up, and we can grab the ship and go.
Okay, so
again, it might-
true. Shout is much more likely to drive him on.
But it is more.
But it's also definitely, absolutely, I promise you from the bottom of my heart, going to have consequences that you wish hadn't happened. So there will be downs.
When I shouted a whisper, everyone on my crew got hurt except for Sean because he has resistance to literally.
Okay,
Sean.
so the comforting dark shouted would definitely drive him away. The spoken one might, probably will. Shouts are just super dangerous. So, do you want the guaranteed drive them away with the consequences, or do you want the I'm not sure how it's going to go?
So if this is our only hope, I want to shout it because if we get hurt, it's not that big of a deal, and if he goes away completely, that's a win for us.
Okay, so guys, So
Alrighty, hold on.
the ship is still kind of tilted. Keith's trying to get himself righted, and you see
Damn it.
We don't
Emma?
Evangeline.
Evangeline steps out of the steering room out onto the front little deck area that's right in front of it, like a patio, and kind of pulls herself up, and the tentacles are kind of out like this, and it's like, "Hey, and we're gonna come back next time and what happens."
Cliffhanger. Why did you leave us? It's my fault.
I know you're so bad.
Cliffhanger too.
Oh, you started yelling the whisper thing, and he was like growling along with you. He's like, "Oh, we're being imposing now."
All right, so that's where we're gonna stop. Real quick, please, everybody grab the character sheet.
Okay, what do we
And the picture.
Under milestones, grab your pencil. Grab a pencil.
milestone.
minor?
Major or minor?
This is a minor milestone. What do you remember doing?
It's a minor.
What's the thing that you're going to remember happening to or by you or something like that today?
A potion that helped stab.
Using what?
Our past
Made a
death.
stun potion. Also, make sure you write down in salvage stun potion or stun grenade. Called
All my past deaths.
Specimens
All my
or
past death. That's cool. I like that. All my
specimens
past-
or salvage?
Which one?
Salvage or specimens?
Salvage. Specimens are usually living or
Made everyone hate me.
no.
Yeah, and not allowed in the captain's room anymore.
No longer allowed to drive the ship.
Attacked with the ship.
I'm gonna write down using
Our ship is a melee weapon.
This is
No. Keith is no. Oh,
Heath is a melee weapon.
Keith is a friend, not a
no. I wrote down using a whisper because I didn't know what else.
All right, I've got to go.
Oh, is your mom here?
No, it is like
Okay, be ready.
Oh, I wrote down not allowed in captains.
All right, leave everything. We'll gather it up. Hey guys, nice job. That was crazy.
Did we get through at least close to how I should expect it to?
Yeah.
Yay!
You can get through more if you were jabbery less, but I'm not sure if I can train you out of that.
That's very
That's just how it is.
Throw this away.
Jabbery is how she works.